Hi, tonight, it's pizza night in our house, so that means the pizza oven's on outside, and while it will be nice and hot to cook the pizzas, the temperature as it drops, it'd be a shame to waste it, so I'm going to make some bread and butter pudding. Now I've got 4 slices of bread here slightly buttered. I'm going to do a couple more. Nice and thick with the butter, you don't want to cut corners here. Some people even go to the high extent of melting the butter and dipping the bread in. Tonight I didn't want to mess around doing that, but I've done that before and man is it good. Anyway, so 6 slices of bread, plenty of butter. Might as well finish that off. We just put in a diagonal. Place in our dish. Now I'm going to layer it with this. This is accurately measured 1 handful of just sultanas, to which I put in about a teaspoon of port. They've been sat macerating, which is a lovely term, for about an hour. And we're just going to sprinkle a few of them on the bottom, and then I'm going to sprinkle some more as we go. As you can see, I'm one side, the other side as we go. If this dish you think looks a bit big, don't worry about it. What I'm going to do is slide it all in a moment. Last bit. And let's sprinkle these guys liberally in. There was a famous chef in the 80s, I won't mention his name just in case he's still alive and wants to sue me, who famously made bread and butter pudding like this using 1 slice of bread for 4 people. Now, I'm sorry, this is basically for 2 people. As you can see, we're going to have a proper feed. Now, slide that in. Make sure the sultanas are in. All good. Right, next bit, I've got a cup full of cream, to which I'm going to add one, and then a second, cup of whole milk, and just in case the shell, 1, two, and 3 eggs. To that as well, we shall add, as you can see, as I spin it round, vanilla sugar. I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, must be generous, 4 spoons of that. Fork. And that is all we need to worry about. Some people go the whole hog and boil the milk, boil the sugar, whisk the eggs to Savion, all sorts of things. Why? Who knows? This is now going to sit for as long as I can. The oven has only just gone on, so it'll be a good couple of hours before it's ready. And not all, but most of that liquid will actually get soaked into the bread. And then we'll come back to it when we're ready to put it in. You can see here it's not quite soaked in. It's damp, but it's not soaked in. So I'll just take a bit and we'll just cover it all. I don't want any of the raisins clearly visible because the odds are they'll burn. So we just make sure we've got plenty of this egg, milk, cream mix over these pointy bits. And that should do. What I'm going to use for the oven is my old pizza stone, which is cold. Insulate it from the floor. As you can see, I've got the lid on. And I'm going to leave it in there at log mark 5 for about 15-20 minutes, and then we'll check it. Alright, it's been in for all of 15 minutes. Let's just slide it out a little. That's looking nearly done. So, I'm just going to take the lid off. Right there. And I'm going to get some jam. And I'm going to cover it with a little bit of hot jam. Get some colour. Now, the jam I'm using is homemade lemon and kumquat marmalade. Now, I've taken 2 spoons of it, just look in here, and I've put in about half a spoon of cold water just to thin it down. Now, I was going to warm this up, but I don't think there's need to because we're going to put it straight on a very hot pie bread, and it'll melt beautifully. Oh, this smells wonderful. As you can see, it's starting to brown. Gloves are off. I'm just going to drizzle this on. It'll melt while in the oven. My oven is currently running out just over 180 degrees, which is still quite warm. Your regular home cooking oven will be running at that temperature. My oversized gloves back on. 5 more minutes. There we go. As you can see, it's actually souffled up a little. That will drop as it cools down. And just for a little bit of garnish, so sprinkle cinnamon sugar. Most of this will melt in. We'll just put some more on once it's cold. Ta-da! Love this dessert. Been making it for years. It's probably one of the first things I used to bake. This one came out quite late in the evening, so we just let it cool down, put it away for breakfast. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like, hit the subscribe, ring that bell, and if you could, please leave me a nice comment. I'd love to read them. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.